Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. So today we're going to talk about Legion, and I wanted to wait to make this video because I wanted to see a lot of stuff that was happening in beta, and there goes the pool. But from what I've seen of it, I'm excited and I'm worried at the same time, if that makes any sense at all. The game looks absolutely amazing. Everything they've done with it looks really good. But, you know, that's just a lot of looks. I was actually really surprised on the differences in the lengths and the artifact quest. When you do your quest to get your artifact weapon, a lot of the quests are way different in time. Some are super lore driven and others seem to be almost just kind of thrown together and trying to give us something to do, and sometimes it's way longer than it should, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a really good length. So it's very interesting on that aspect. It looks like even with some of the world drops that you can kind of find, you know, such as Mist of Pandaria, or even the treasures, kind of when you go in WoD and look for the treasures. They have stuff like that, which is going to give you points for your weapon. So that's an interesting aspect also, because you're going to be able to go into the world, try to get your artifact points, and you know, just be good to go on that. And I guess I'll roll. See if I get anything. Loot. What did I get? I already got some wrist. Oh well. Right? Correct? Yes, I got the same ones, but 721 item level. So on that aspect, it's pretty interesting. But so I think the artifact weapon is going to play pretty heavily in the expansion. You're going to have to do a lot and make sure your weapon's up to par all the time. Now, PvP, they're actually, I don't know if you guys, I didn't announce this. I don't know if you guys have seen this. They're actually nerfing the human racial to only affect stun. So that's a pretty interesting aspect also. I still think it's weird that they're even allowing racials in PvP with all the changes they're doing. It would be a simple fix. Take away racials in PvP. Easy, fixed, done. But they choose not to do that. So it kind of is what it is. But what I see from this expansion as a whole, I see things a little bit different than some people. When I look at the expansions as a whole, I see a lot of cosmetic stuff. I see a lot of pretty stuff. I see a lot of shiny stuff. They're with the transmog system. They're going pretty heavy with customization and things like that. I see a lot of changes where nobody's gonna look the same. You know, back in the day, you know, if you had your tier 6 armor, you're a tier 6 guild, you looked like a tier 6 guild. Now you're just kind of everywhere, which is good and bad. I always, I'm the old school player that likes to see that, the new gear set. And I'm like, oh, dang, look at that guy. He's got full whatever it is, you know. But you know, people have preferences and they like to look the way they look. And I understand that. So, with the Demon Hunter coming out, I think it's going to change a lot of things. Demon Hunters seem to be pretty decent. They seem to be really fun to play. I don't think they're going to take place of anybody like, you know, let's say you have a rogue in your guild. I don't think a Demon Hunter is going to replace your rogue. I think they're going to be similar, but I don't think they're actually going to take the place of any classes. You might want to add someone into your guild, you know, you don't have to replace anybody though. And I think with the flexibility of the raid sizes and things, I think that's going to be a fine part. But overall, you know, there's not a lot we have. But from what we do have, what would be my final thing about Legion? You know, I'll be honest. I think it's going to be the same old thing. I think it's going to be exactly the same model that we've always had, except we're going to be killing different bosses. I think we all can expect the same treatment of every expansion. You have You level up in the beginning. You try to get your gear to get into the first raid. You get into the first raid. You grind the first raid out. Maybe you'll have some dailies to do. And rinse and repeat for the rest of the expansion. Next raid comes out and so on. Gear up and then so on. It's kind of the same old thing. You know, that's the way it looks. I didn't see any game-changing anything. It's same WoW. Looks good. Looks fun. If you're into World of Warcraft, I think you're going to like this expansion. I think they're going to be presenting us with a ton of things in the beginning, and there's a lot of replayability. I think that's what they're going for. They want you to play every single class, every single spec, to get all these artifact weapons, to do all this stuff, because if you're playing a class, you're going to have to do the artifact weapon, and you're going to want to power that artifact weapon up. So I think the two things that they're really looking for is replayability and a lot of customization in this expansion. So I could be wrong, I could be right, but that's just what I see. PvP, who knows, man? It's a big mystery on how everything's gonna play out and how everything's gonna work. I think they're gonna do an okay job. I don't think it's going to be finely tuned, obviously, but the great thing is they're actually going to be able to fine-tune it as the expansion goes. Alright, guys. And like always, I'll talk to you guys soon.